Hello everybody, welcome back, and I'm TheChornick, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the Alola League. So first off, ladies and gentlemen, the Alola League has already started. The first round has already gone by. The first round was all about Battle Royale, where they duked it out, and the top 16 people, the final 16 people of that Battle Royale, would be placed in the actual tournament, the actual bracket of the Alola League. Now, in my honest opinion, I don't like the qualifications for this league, because it kind of throws out the whole grand trials. Like, what's the purpose of going through the grand trials? What was the purpose of Ash going and trying to win all those grand trials? There's no reason. He didn't need to qualify for this league, because look at all these other competitors. None of them did anything. No trials, no grand trials, no nothing. They just survived the first round of the Battle Royale. They made it to the top 16 trainers of all time in Alola. And these are the top 16 trainers that will move on to potentially being the champion. So I don't agree with the qualifications to this tournament. To me, this league seems very, very fake. It's a joke. It's a joke of a league to me. Because none of these trainers, most of them don't even have more than a couple Pokemon in their stock. I don't think any of these battles are going to be a full 6-on-6, to be honest. Even Ash doesn't even have a full 6 team. I mean, he could bring some, reserves back, but no one else here has like a full 6 team. I mean, maybe Lima does, maybe Guzma, maybe Gladion, but only a few here actually maybe has enough. Whereas everyone else only has a couple or even just one. Looks like most of these battles are either just going to be a 1-on-1 or they're going to be like a 3-on-3 or maybe a 2-on-2. But for me, I think it's going to end up just being a 1-on-1 because most of these characters don't have that many Pokemon. So if that's going to be the case, then this league is going to be so much more different than past leagues. It's going to be not your real traditional league. So I feel like just because of that reason, Ash may win this league just because of that reason. It's not a traditional league. It's kind of a softer, more easier league, in my opinion. Especially look at the competition. These are apparently the top 16 best trainers in all of Alola competing it out. No, it's a joke. Okay. Now we're gonna go through each of these characters, and because these are the 16 that we got right for this competition, and we're going to go through each of them and decide which one is going to win their respective battles here, and which one will ultimately win the Alola League title and win, champion, right? First off, let's go through each of them. One, we have Ash versus Faba. Obviously, it'll go to Ash, no questions asked. Okay, so Ash is going to be Faba. Then we move on to Guzma versus Lima. This one is actually kind of an interesting battle because Lima in the previews shows that he has Mega Evolution. So how will Guzma defeat, a Mega Evolved Kangaskhan? That's what I want to know. Guzma, I think will end up winning because Ash made a huge big deal about him in one of his past speeches, saying that he won't let him win the league, blah, 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 and make it Kukui feel a lot better. And so I think Guzma is going to end up beating Lima somehow. Alright, so that's how that round's going to go. So far we have Ash and Guzma moving on. Now we're going to look at Howl versus Alolan Oak. Honestly, Alolan Oak, again, to me this is just kind of a joke of a league. I don't think Alolan Oak should even be there. I mean, most of these people, their goals aren't even to be like trainers. Like, their goals aren't even to be like a Pokemon Master or a Pokemon Champion. That's not their goal, but like they're here anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I just have so much problems with this, okay? But like, I'll let it go just to focus on who do I think will win. The only reason why I really am interested in watching this league is just kind of see who would win if, it's kind of like a what if kind of league. Like, what if this person battles this person, who would win? Kind of thing, and then you're just kind of deciding, I think this person will win. It's just kind of like a fan kind of thing where you're just kind of seeing who would win between these certain trainers. But this is not, to me, a legitimate league in terms of skill and stuff, and qualifications and all that good stuff. So, but anyway, let's put that aside. Let's move on. How will end up beating Alolan Oak? Should beat him, please. Thank you. Okay, logic, please. All right, now we're gonna go on to Mallow versus Lana. And this, to me, is a very interesting and dear to my heart battle because I love Mallow. I love her to death. She's my favorite character in all of Sun and Moon. The whole series, the whole show, like, Mallow is just my girl, you know what I mean? So, I would love for Mallow to get, you know, the shine and glory and beat Lana. However, I don't think that's gonna happen, sadly, and it pains me to say that, because in the previews, it looks as if Lana shoves off Mallow's Z move. So with the way that things have been going in the series, in the show, if she shoves off Mallow's Z move, Lana's gonna counterattack and end up winning. And we see in one scene where, you know, Mallow uses her Z move in the preview, and then another scene where Lana does something, and then we see another scene where Mallow all of a sudden is like starting to sweat, like all of a sudden like shocked. So it looks like, you know, Lana obviously shoved off Mallow's Z move somehow, you know, or just like survived it basically. And so to me, that shows that Lana's gonna end up winning this. Maybe not. We have to see. We have to see. And this one's gonna be kind of one of the ones that are just gonna kind of be out there. You know, one could win over the other. And as we know from, you know, anime logic, it's reverse Pokemon game logic. So obviously, water type's gonna be super effective against grass type in anime logic, right? So sadly, I think Lana's gonna win this. Plus, due to the fact that the whole Lana versus Kiawe rivalry kind of gag that they have going on, I think Kiawe eventually would need to beat Lana in this scenario and finally get his revenge. So in the next battle after Lana versus Mallow, Lana will probably fight Kiawe and then lose to Kiawe. So Kiawe will probably make it to the final four, in my opinion. So that already talks about the whole Kiawe versus Acerella down there. Kiawe, I think, will just end up beating her. It'll be a close battle, but I think he's gonna get him off the floor with her and just beat her and move on to face Lana, and then beat Lana and move on to the final four. But now let's look at Sophocles and the Painter Girl, which I forgot her name all of a sudden. I think the Painter Girl will win just because I don't think just logic wise, I don't think Sophocles will win. Although I could be wrong. That one's kind of a toss-up too, but I feel as if like Sophocles isn't really qualified to be there. I'm looking at qualifications, and maybe the Painter Girl has done more in regards to training, and maybe has a bit more passion at being a better or stronger trainer. So I don't know about that one, to be honest, but I'm going to say the Painter Girl for this one, okay? So we're going to go now to Jessie and James. This one's also kind of like, what? They're actually in a league. They're actually competing in this is the first time that they're actually going to a Pokemon League and competing, because they're actually qualified to be there because they survived the Battle Royale mode. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to get badges. They don't have to get, you know, grand trial wins. No, that stuff doesn't matter in this league. Okay, so again, this league is kind of a joke to me, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna say Jessie, just because everyone's saying that James is gonna win this. Honestly, I think James is a bit better of a trainer in my opinion, but Jessie, I'm just gonna say Jessie just because Mimikyu, and not just because of Mimikyu, but just because everyone's saying that James is gonna win. So I'm gonna be that one guy that says that Jessie's gonna win. But I know where you guys are going with in regards to James, but I do think I'm just gonna say Jessie just cause. Alright, so finally we have the last battle, which is Gladion versus Lily. I know a lot of people are gonna be interested in that, but Lily, not a chance. I mean, she's gonna give her all in her heart and everything, but Gladion's gonna mop the floor with her. It's over. I mean, it's nice having a little sibling battle and seeing who would win and stuff like, who would win? Okay, it's Gladion. Gladion would win every freaking time, so yeah, Gladion's gonna beat that, because Gladion also promised Ash during the Battle Royale that, yeah, they should save fighting each other for an actual proper battle. So that will probably happen later after Ash beats Faba, and then Gladion beats Lily. Wow. I am moving over my English here. So ladies and gentlemen, that's my predictions. I think in the top four though, in the final top four, there's going to be Ash, Guzma, Gladion, and Kiawe. Because to me, those are the four that actually make sense of being somewhat qualified to be there, Ash being the most qualified. But those are the four strongest in my opinion out of all these trainers. Lima may be a close fifth, right? And either Ash will battle Gladion or Ash will battle Guzma in the semifinals while Kiawe battles the other one. And then Kiawe will lose, Ash will win, their respective battles, and then Ash will move on to either battling Gladion or Guzma, whoever beats Kiawe in the finals. And then if Guzma is the winner against Ash, then Guzma will fight, Kukui, and that would be kind of an interesting battle to see. It just really depends, because if Guzma ends up defeating a Mega Evolution back during Lima and defeats Ash and defeats Kiawe and he defeats all these other trainers, it makes sense why he would, end up winning the league. But I think Ash would eventually win and then fight the Master Royale himself. So by all means, I think Ash is going to win this whole thing. If he doesn't, well, dude, this is your easiest chance, your easiest time to do so. Please. You pretty much have to win. I know some people don't want him to win this specific one because he's not in his prime and they don't really like this anime and stuff. They don't like this series, the Sun and Moon series in particular. But in my opinion, it's better off that he does, because this is the saddest competition I've ever seen in my life. So ladies and gentlemen, post it in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings about this. Do you consider this to be a real league? Do you want him to win? Do you want Ash to win? Who do you think will win each of these individual battles? Who do you think will be in the top 8, the top 4? Who would win the whole thing? So, ladies and gentlemen, I love your faces. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Post in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings, and I love you, and a peace off! Thank you very much.